Hey everyone, if you got your air fryer for Christmas and you still haven't used it very much, then you need to watch the rest of this video. You loved my first 14 first things to make in the air fryer video, so I knew I had to make a sequel. So let's just get started. Let's jump in with the first one. It's air fryer s'mores. So good, way better than doing s'mores in the microwave, like by a long shot. So let's get started. To make air fryer s'mores, first you start with obviously graham crackers, or you could use whatever cookies you like. And then we're going to do chocolate, of course. I actually really love using the Hershey's cookies and cream bars. Those are so good. And I don't like a lot of chocolate, so I just do a little bit. And for this, you'll want to start with a preheated air fryer. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Next, take your marshmallows, and here's the thing with the marshmallows. You have to tear them apart, so then you get that sticky stuff in the middle, like this, and then you stick them onto your graham cracker like that. If you don't do this, then your marshmallow will fly off your graham cracker, and it will just get stuck in your air fryer, and that's not good. So just make sure everything is on your graham cracker, and then we're gonna do this in a preheated air fryer, 400 degrees for 2 minutes. If your air fryer cooks a little faster, then you'll want to keep an eye on it, but 2 minutes in the air fryer. Here are our s'mores. Look how puffed they look. Awesome. If you want them to be more well done, you can obviously leave them in longer, but just note that the chocolate and the graham cracker might get a little toasty. Okay, I'm gonna put these on a little plate and do a taste test in just a second. Okay, check out that yummy s'more. It is so gooey and melted. Yeah, not good. Enjoy. Next, let's make 2 recipes at the same time. We're gonna make some toast and we're going to make an egg toast. So this recommendation actually came to me on my last video. Someone suggested to take a piece of toast, usually a thicker piece of toast. This one's not super thick, but to tear out or make a little indentation in the bread and then crack an egg in it. And if you remember egg in a hole from your childhood, this might ring a bell. First, I'm gonna butter the bread. Butter both slices. Okay, now that our toast is buttered, this is preheated. I'll put in 1 slice here, and then we'll put in our egg toast in here as well. So I'll just take an egg and pop it right on top. Okay, I'll salt and pepper the egg. Take my little red mineral salt shaker. My kids take this in their lunch boxes, they love it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna put this in at 400 degrees, and this toast will be done in just about 3 or 4, and this one will be done in, they said, about 8 minutes. Okay, our toast has been in for 5 minutes, and this looks amazing. So if you don't have a toaster, this is perfect. Our egg in the hole is not quite done yet, but I think just needs a couple more minutes. My egg in the hole went down the hole. Oh no. Okay, well here's most of our egg in the hole, and there's the rest of it. So I guess with this one, make sure that your bread is deep enough, or put your egg in a hole on a greased piece of parchment paper or foil. But besides that, these look pretty good and I'll still eat it. The next thing we're gonna make are meatballs. Okay, frozen meatballs in the air fryer taste amazing because they get really nice and crisp and caramelized. They taste fried, but obviously they're not. So all you have to do is put these in a preheated air fryer, 400 degrees, for about 10 minutes. If you look on the package directions of most of the things that you buy, this says 375 for 20 minutes. You can usually get away with about half the time. So let's just put them in here, and you want to just check them with an instant read thermometer. These need to be at 165, and then they'll be safe to eat. And the reason why I give kind of a range of times is because every air fryer cooks differently. It's going to be just like a microwave. 30 seconds in my microwave might be sufficient for, making something really hot, but in your microwave, it might take a minute or a minute and a half. So it's just like that with air fryers. There's a little bit of variability with the time. Just throw a couple meatballs in here, 400 degrees for 10 minutes. Okay, look at these. Wow, these have only been in for 5 minutes, but let's check the internal temp. They're still frozen on the inside, so let's give them a shake. Put them in for another 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, look how good these look. Okay, these are to temp now. That was exactly 10 minutes. If you don't like them this crispy, then what you can do is just do them at a lower temperature for a couple more minutes. But you can see how the grease just goes down into the grate. So they're not greasy, but they're still so crispy. These are so delicious. Next, we are going to make frozen pepperoni. Okay, hear me out. This is such a good like keto snack. I buy these big pepperonis at Sam's Club and they are so good. I like to pan fry pepperonis and just eat them kind of like chips when I'm eating low carb. But I just take these big pepperonis, throw them in the air fryer for only 1 or 2 minutes, otherwise they get burned. But all the grease drips down and they are so good. Okay, this is what they look like. Just hear me out. We'll take a plate with a paper towel and put the pepperonis on there. Look at how much grease comes off of these. After you let the grease just kind of come off of the pepperonis, then they get crisp and they like turn into little chips. They're so good. But hear me out, these are freaking delicious. Also, I just wanted to show you just all that grease that comes off. That's one of the beauties of air frying, is that it tastes and feels deep fried, but you get rid of grease instead of adding more. Here are the pepperoni chips. So, it's like the best part of the pizza. It's like the crispy, yummy pepperoni that's been like kind of charred. So good. Next, I am making some Texas toast. Okay, I was just like at the store and just thinking of all the things that you can air fry, which is like basically anything that can be cooked. And I saw these, and this reminds me of my mom. I just remember when I was little, my mom would always buy this Texas toast, and this stuff is amazing. It is just straight garlic butter on like this tiny piece of toast. So what I'm gonna do is just put it on a piece of foil because I do know that there's a ton of garlic butter in here. I'm going to put it on some foil so then all that yummy garlic butter doesn't drip out of the toast, because I mean, that's the point, right? So I'm gonna just take a couple of these frozen pieces and we'll just cook them. On the box instructions it says 425 degrees for 5 to 8 minutes. So we'll do 400 degrees for about 3 to 5 minutes. It doesn't take usually that long. So I've got my Texas toast in the air fryer, and let's just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's also make our mozzarella sticks. So these are just frozen mozzarella sticks and they cook for about the same amount of time. So I'm going to put them on this side. These mozzarella sticks are frozen. They only cook at 400 degrees for about 5 to 7 minutes. So they'll be done around the same time. Okay, here we are. I actually flipped the garlic toast about halfway between, but look how amazing that is. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. And our mozzarella sticks have busted just a little bit, but that's okay. They look awesome. The next thing we're making is frozen hamburgers. We make these all the time and they're so easy. So in a preheated air fryer, 400 degrees, I'm just gonna take a frozen burger patty, and you can use fresh one as well. The time will just be a little bit different. Frozen burger patty like that. I'm going to shake some Montreal steak seasoning on here. That's what we like on our burgers, or you can just do salt, pepper, garlic powder, and then put them in for 12 minutes. You'll want to start checking around the 10-minute mark and flip them halfway between. While that is cooking, I just wanted to share about this mat that I have underneath my air fryer basket. I use this every single day. These are the ThermoWorks silicone mats. These are heat resistant up to 650 degrees. I have it also in the smaller trivet size, but I always place it underneath my air fryer basket so then it doesn't destroy or ruin or damage my countertop. We also put it on the kitchen table whenever we're eating and we have hot things. These are incredible to put, casserole dishes on, cookie sheets, but I use it every single day for my air fryer because I would hate to damage my countertops. So this brand, always the best. They're the makers of the ThermaPen 1. This is the best cooking thermometer in the entire world. It's restaurant quality, industry standard. Like, this is the best of the best, and I've been down to their headquarters where they manufacture all their technology, and it's absolutely incredible. So definitely you need an instant read thermometer. You need one of these for your air frying. I also have another video out right now. I'll link it right here. It's my top air fryer accessories video. So those are the accessories that you need to buy, and I also tell you the ones that you don't need to buy. So I think our burgers have been cooking about halfway, so let's give them a check. The burgers look good, but they're not quite up to temp yet. So what I'm going to do is just flip them, get rid of some of the juices, and then I'll just season the other side as well, and then we'll put them in for another 5 minutes. These just finished cooking at 10 minutes and they are good on temp. So if you wanted to put cheese on these, you could just flip them, add a piece of cheese on top, and then put them back in the air fryer for about 30 seconds, and then you'd have a cheeseburger. Next, let's make some frozen stir-fry veggies. These are literally just frozen, and I put them in my preheated air fryer, 400 degrees. Shake them around a little bit. You can spritz them with oil if you want, but these just go in for about 5 to 7 minutes, depending on how well done you like your vegetables. And here we go. These have only been in for about 4 to 5 minutes, but they're crispy, they're cooked, they're not soggy, which is awesome. Now what you can do with this is you can add them to some sauce. You can just throw them in with some steak, chicken, and you've got yourself a healthy meal. Next, let's make some frozen fries. These frozen fries taste better than oven baked for sure because they don't taste dry. I've got some thin cut French fries and I've also got some seasoned tater tots. You can cook these both at the same time. I do them at 400 degrees for about 5 to 7 minutes, depending on how well done you like your fries. Also, if you're not using this hack, make sure that when you have bags like this, cut the package down the middle like this, because then after you can just tie it up like that. All right, so we've got preheated air fryer. Do some tater tots. Most of the time, frozen fries will have a little bit of oil in them already. You can look at the packaging so you can see what the ingredients are. So you don't have to spray them with additional oil. You can if you want them crispier though. Okay, it's been about 7 minutes. The tater tots look awesome. The fries look awesome. These are ready to eat. And right when they come out, this is for any fried foods, make sure that you salt them right after they come out of the fryer, the oven, because that's when the oil is going to be most at the surface and it's going to stick more. These thin cut fries are the most like McDonald's. These are actually really good. The next meal I'm making is Cajun sausage and peppers. This is so delicious. So these Cajun sausages are the same ones that I use in my Instant Pot Low Country Boil recipe. They are so good. They're kind of expensive, but they're worth it. So I just chop up the sausages and I have some pepper. I'm gonna drizzle on a little bit of olive oil just so they get a little crispy. And if you have other vegetables or if you wanna use like a frozen sausage pepper mix. So I just have sausage and the peppers. You could also do onions if you like. All right, after I drizzle with a little bit of olive oil, I'm just going to throw it into the air fryer, get all that oil, shake it around. And the sausages are raw, so we definitely need to make sure this is all the way cooked. And I'm just going to sprinkle on with a little additional Cajun seasoning. I'll just do a little bit all over everything. Like I said, you could also do some potatoes in here, green beans, more peppers, onions. We'll do this at 400 degrees for only about 10 minutes. It's only been about 7 or 8 minutes. That's why it's really good to always check. So these are looking so good. The peppers are cooked to my liking. I don't want them to get too shriveled. The sausage looks cooked, but let's check. Yep, the sausage is all the way cooked, so no one's getting food poisoning. And how yummy is this? This would be so good over rice, on a salad, pretty much anything, even just like that. Next, let's make some hot dogs. So these are actually the big old sausages from Costco. They sell them like in a big pack. And I like these because they have like really clean ingredients and they taste so much better than regular hot dogs. But if you just want to get like a pack of like 99-cent hot dogs at the store, the air fryer is the way to make them. They get so crispy and like almost like fried, but like I said, they're not fried. They're so good. So I'm just going to stick this sausage in the air fryer, cook it for about 6 to 8 minutes, and you can eat it on a bun. You can just cut it up, eat it with mustard. That's what I usually like to do with salad, and it's so easy. Okay, look at our yummy sausage. The exterior is like super kind of crisp and it's seriously so good. Like I said, I like to just eat these. I cut them up, put mustard on it, and then I have it with like salad or veggies or fruit when I'm eating a little bit more low carb. The last thing I'm making are these frozen chicken tender strips. I get them at Sam's Club. They're about $15 to $20 a box for 15 pounds, and they are our favorite. They have like actual chicken in them. They're not like a weird nugget thing, but we make these in the air fryer fryer, 400 degrees for about 20 minutes, flipping halfway between, and they are so good. I only have to do one strip per, like about 1.5 strips for my 2 kids because I cut them up into little nuggets after, and they are amazing. They're so good. You can throw them with some buffalo sauce. You can chop it up and put it on a salad. Definitely recommend. Got them in here. Okay. Okay, these were in for less than 20 minutes. Take the temp and they're good. These are so delicious. They're perfect for fast food at home. Thank you again so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure that you watch the first 14 things that you need to make in your air fryer video right here. I also have an air fryer playlist right here. And if you're new here, consider subscribing because I bring you videos every single week on appliances, recipes, kitchen hacks, Amazon finds, and I would love to have you next week. Okay, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.